Welcome to tonight's top news stories from around the world. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanzeeba Noreen. Let's get started with the headlines making waves right now. Third federal judge blocked Trump's birthright citizenship order. Judge ordered Trump officials to restore frozen federal funds. Trump declared February 9 as Gulf of America Day. Trump said Palestinians cannot return to Gaza under his plan. Schumer outlined the Senate Democrats' plan to oppose Trump. Four killed, including two teens, after car hit bus in Washington. Governor Hochul announced $60 million for NYC EV charging expansion. Trump's U.S. aid cuts threaten global women's empowerment programs. Bus fell off bridge in Guatemala, killing 51 people. Ed Sheeran's street performance in Bengaluru stopped by police. Russia says U.S. ties are near collapse, stays silent on Trump-Putin call. And ex-Ohio State coach Jim Tressel chosen for Ohio Lieutenant Governor nomination. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. A federal judge in New Hampshire blocked President Donald Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship. This decision made him the third judge to rule against the order, which faced multiple legal challenges. Judge Joseph Laplant granted a preliminary injunction after a brief hearing. The lawsuit was filed by New Hampshire Indonesian Community Support LULC and Make the Road New York. Laplant, appointed by President George W. Bush, said the plaintiffs met the legal requirements for an injunction. He planned to release a written explanation by Tuesday. Last week, judges in Washington and Maryland also blocked Trump's order. The Justice Department appealed one of those rulings to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. So far, at least 8 lawsuits have been filed against Trump's order, which denies citizenship to children of parents without legal status or on temporary visas. The American Civil Liberties Union argued that Trump's order was unconstitutional. However, a Justice Department lawyer defended it, saying Trump had the authority to change the policy. The legal battle over birthright citizenship is expected to continue in higher courts. A federal judge in Rhode Island ruled that President Donald Trump's administration did not follow an earlier court order to lift the freeze on federal assistance. The judge ordered agencies to immediately release any withheld funds. Judge John McConnell's decision came after 22 states and Washington, D.C. sued the Trump administration over a funding freeze linked to Trump's executive orders. The Office of Management and Budget had paused grants loans and other assistance, but later rescinded its memo. However, the White House said the overall funding freeze would continue. The states argued that the Trump administration was still blocking funds, including money from the Inflation Reduction Act and the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. Programs such as Head Start in Michigan and Vermont and the $71 million dementia research grant for Brown University remained affected. McConnell ruled that the funding freeze was likely unconstitutional and harmed many Americans. He ordered the Trump administration to restore all withheld federal dollars and remove any obstacles. Another lawsuit challenging the funding freeze is ongoing in Washington, D.C. A judge there also temporarily blocked the administration from enforcing the freeze. President Donald Trump proclaimed February 9, 2025 as the first Gulf of America Day. He made this announcement after signing Executive Order 1472 on January 20, which renamed the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. The order instructed the Secretary of the Interior to officially change the name, covering waters along Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, extending to Mexico and Cuba. Trump visited the Gulf of America for the first time after the renaming. He said the area had always been important to the nation and should carry an American name. He stated that his administration was restoring American pride and honoring the country's history. The proclamation called on public officials and citizens to celebrate Gulf of America Day with events and ceremonies. Trump signed the official document on February 9, marking the change in the 249th year of U.S. independence. With this proclamation, the name change is now official, and future maps and documents are expected to reflect it. Trump's administration plans to promote the new name in government agencies and public institutions. President Donald Trump said that Palestinians would not have the right to return to Gaza, stating, "I would own this." His remarks expanded on his earlier statement that the U.S. would take over Gaza and that Palestinians should be resettled elsewhere. Trump made the comments during an interview with Fox News. He said the U.S. would build new, beautiful, and safe communities for displaced Palestinians. He suggested creating multiple permanent housing areas away from Gaza's current location, calling it a real estate development for the future. When asked if Palestinians could return to Gaza, Trump said no, explaining that the area is not habitable and could take years to rebuild. He also mentioned that Jordan and Egypt might help resettle Palestinians, though both countries have rejected this idea. Trump's remarks marked his strongest rejection of a two-state solution. His proposal has received support from Israel but could anger Palestinians who want their own independent state. Some families of Israeli hostages feared his comments might complicate negotiations for their release. Last week, Trump also said the U.S. would clear Gaza's rubble and turn it into an economic hub. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer outlined Democrats' plan to push back against President Donald Trump's policies. He accused Trump of leading a coordinated attack that hurts American families and benefits the wealthy. Schumer said Senate Democrats were fighting in four ways. First, they were using congressional oversight to investigate Trump's policies and legal actions. Second, they launched a new system for whistleblowers to report corruption. Third, they plan to support legal challenges against Trump's decisions. Lastly, they would use their votes to block harmful policies and prevent a government shutdown next month. Schumer criticized Trump for weakening federal agencies and allowing Elon Musk's team access to Treasury data. He also praised Democratic Senators Amy Klobuchar and Cory Booker for organizing efforts against Trump's agenda. The strategy came after Republicans won key victories in the 2024 elections. While Trump aimed to make the government more efficient, Schumer argued that his actions created confusion and harmed public services. Senate Democrats planned to continue fighting against Trump's policies in the coming months. 4 people died and 7 were injured when a car crashed into a bus in Washington state. The accident happened in the afternoon near Wenatchee, about 150 miles east of Seattle. A 17-year-old girl driving a Toyota Camry tried to pass another car but hit a charter bus coming from the opposite direction. The impact caused the bus carrying 27 passengers and a driver to roll into a ditch. The Camry also hit the car it was trying to pass, but the driver and 2 children inside were unharmed. The Camry's driver and a 17-year-old boy in the passenger seat died at the scene. The 66-year-old bus driver also died. 1 bus passenger later died at a hospital. 7 passengers aged 24 to 71 suffered injuries. Authorities said none were wearing seatbelts. Officials were investigating the crash and might introduce new safety measures to prevent similar accidents in the future. Governor Kathy Hochul announced a $60 million investment to expand electric vehicle charging stations in New York City. The funding provided by NY Green Bank will help Revel, the largest public fast charging provider in NYC, to more than triple its network this year. Revel planned to build 267 new charging stalls across 9 locations, including the largest fast charging stations in the Northeast and near major airports. Construction of some sites already began, and the first will open in early 2025, with all completed by 2027. Officials said the investment aimed to reduce emissions, improve EV accessibility, and support clean energy goals. Revel CEO Frank Rigg said the funding would help create a charging network competitive with other top cities. New York State has committed billions to clean energy projects and will continue investing in green transportation. Officials expected more private investment to follow, helping New York reach its goal of a zero-emission economy by 2050. President Trump's effort to cut U.S. aid funding threatened a global women's economic empowerment program once championed by his daughter, Ivanka Trump. The Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative, launched in 2019, aimed to help 50 million women by 2025. Trump's plan to place most U.S. aid workers on leave remained in a legal battle, but Secretary of State Marco Rubio's order in January paused new U.S. foreign aid programs. Ivanka Trump had promoted WGDP as a bipartisan effort, and the program helped 12 million women in its first year. The Biden administration later expanded it under the Gender Equity and Equality Action Fund, investing $500 million between 2021 and 2023. A State Department spokesperson said foreign aid programs were under review to align with Trump's America First policy. The funding freeze could slow poverty reduction and limit access to technology, healthcare, and economic opportunities, especially for women in low-income countries. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. A bus accident in Guatemala killed at least 51 people after it fell off a bridge on the outskirts of the capital. Officials said the accident happened when the bus crashed into two vehicles, lost control, and broke through a metal railing. It fell 115 feet into a polluted stream, landing upside down and trapping survivors. Authorities confirmed that children were among the victims. Several people were seriously injured. The bus had been traveling from Progreso, a busy road that crosses a highway bridge over a creek. President Bernardo Arevalo expressed his condolences and declared a period of national mourning. He ordered emergency personnel, including the National Army and disaster response teams, to assist at the scene. He also directed hospitals to provide special care for the injured. The government will soon formalize the mourning period through an official agreement. Rescue operations continued as officials investigated the cause of the crash. Ed Sheeran surprised fans in Bengaluru with an unplanned street performance, but police stopped it, saying he had no permission. A viral video showed an officer unplugging Sheeran's microphone while he was singing Shape of You. Sheeran, who is on a 15-day tour in India, later said on social media that he had permission to perform in that spot. However, Bengaluru police stated they denied permission due to crowd concerns. Despite the interruption, Sheeran later performed at his scheduled concert in front of thousands. Indian singer Shilpa Rao joined him on stage. Sheeran had already performed in Pune, Hyderabad, and Chennai before coming to Bengaluru. His next stops are Shillong and New Delhi. Last year, Sheeran collaborated with Indian singer Diljit Dosanjh in Birmingham, England. His India tour is his second visit in 2 years, and fans are excited for his upcoming shows. Russia said its relations with the US were close to breaking and did not confirm if President Donald Trump spoke with Vladimir Putin, despite Trump saying so. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Rybkov stated that ties with Washington were at risk and insisted the Ukraine war would not end unless Kiev abandoned NATO ambitions and withdrew from Russian-occupied regions. Trump told reporters he had spoken with Putin and expected more talks, saying, "We have to end this war." However, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov declined to confirm or deny the conversation. Trump's national security advisor, Mike Waltz, said officials were working on a peace plan, including possible tariffs and sanctions on Russia. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said he wanted to meet Trump before any talks with Putin. Meanwhile, a Russian drone attack injured a woman and damaged homes in Ukraine. More updates may come at the Munich Security Conference this week. Let's have a look on today's sports story. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine nominated Jim Tressel, the former Ohio State University football coach, as his next lieutenant governor. Tressel, who led Ohio State to a national championship, would replace Jon Husted, who was recently appointed to fill a Senate vacancy. DeWine praised Tressel's thoughtful leadership and experience. At 72, Tressel will need confirmation from the state legislature. DeWine's term limit, combined with Husted's Senate move, has sparked changes in Ohio's political scene. Tressel has been mentioned as a potential candidate for elected office in the past, but he has never run for office. Tressel most recently served as president of Youngstown State University. He had a successful coaching career, winning 4 NCAA Division I AA championships at Youngstown State before moving to Ohio State. Though he was involved in fundraising, Tressel had been a surprise choice for this nomination. His future political plans remain uncertain. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 20,039.48. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 118.10 points or 0.59%. Tokyo stock close price is 38,801.17. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 14.15 points or 0.04%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,322.17. The Shanghai index is increased by 18.50 points or 0.56%. Hong Kong stock close price is 21,521.98. The Hang Seng index is increased by 388.44 points or 1.84%. Bombay stock close price is 77,311.80. The Sensex index is decreased by 548.39 points or 0.70%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Third federal judge blocked Trump's birthright citizenship order. Judge ordered Trump officials to restore frozen federal funds. Trump declared February 9 as Gulf of America Day. Trump said Palestinians cannot return to Gaza under his plan. Schumer outlined the Senate Democrats' plan to oppose Trump. Four killed, including two teens, after car hit bus in Washington. Governor Hochul announced $60 million for NYC EV charging expansion. Trump's U.S. aid cuts threaten global women's empowerment programs. Bus fell off bridge in Guatemala, killing 51 people. Ed Sheeran's street performance in Bengaluru stopped by police. Russia says U.S. ties are near collapse, stays silent on Trump-Putin call. And ex-Ohio State coach Jim Tressel chosen for Ohio Lieutenant Governor nomination. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jagu TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jagu BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.